So my topic is nursing care of thalassemia patients during repeated admission in hospital. I want to say that thalassemia is a hereditary blood disorder characterized by reduced or absent synthesis of hemoglobin, which leads to chronic anemia. Lifelong medical care, including repeated blood transfusions and supportive therapy, is needed for the particular patient who is affected with the thalassemia. So, what is the role of nurse? Here, the nurses are playing a very vital role in ensuring effective management and supportive therapy, advocacy, and prevention of complications and improvement of quality of life for patients in living with thalassemia. So, what is our objective? So, the nurses should have the objective before taking care of the patient. So, in case of thalassemia, nurses should have the goal, that is maintain adequate hemoglobin level of the particular patient, then prevent complications such as iron overloaded and infections, then promote normal growth and development of the patient, then provide psychological support to child and the family members, then educate caregivers regarding long-term management. So what are the nurses' responsibilities? See here some of the points are included. So first, initial part is assessment and monitoring of the patient or the child properly. So initially, when the patient admitted in the hospital, assess the vital signs and check the general condition of the patient regularly. So in case of vital signs, we have to check the temperature, pulse and respiration and blood pressure, monitoring and check the general condition, then monitor the hemoglobin level and signs of anemia. In case of we have to observe the signs of anemia. The patients are looking like a pallor or feeling fatigue like that. Then observe for complications like hepatosplenomegaly and delayed growth. These are the things we have to assess during the initial part. Then maintain accurate clinical record. So regarding the clinical record, we have to collect the health history about the patient and demographic profile and diagnosis, the type of thalassemia. So all the professors explained about the what are the types of thalassemia, alpha or beta, like that we have to check. Then clinical history, the age of diagnosis, age at diagnosis, when the thalassemia is diagnosed for the particular client, then frequency of transplantation, then iron chelation type, then lab test. So routine lab test we have to check, then CBC test, and then the RBC test, all these, then serum ferritin to be checked, and complication and screening of the patient. So everything we have to collect in the during the initial phase of assessment. Then then blood transfusion management. So in case of blood transfusion, so the patient is going to transfuse the blood. So we have to prepare the child for the transfusion. So before transfusion, check the pre-hemoglobin level of the baby or children or the patient. Verify blood group and cross matching properly. Then administer safe blood transfusion procedures. Then monitor for transfusion reactions. So in between any reactions are getting by the patient, any fever, chills or rashes or the shock, we have to check continuous monitoring the patient. Then maintain strict aseptic technique we have to follow during the blood transfusion. Then management of overload. So if the iron deposition is overloaded, so what we have to do? So we have to inform that the signs and symptoms to be informed to the particular authority. Then frequent transfusion may cause excess iron of accumulation. So administer iron chelation therapy that as per the doctor's advice. Then nutritional support, here the nurses are have to explain about the nutritional support. So how the patient should be take the proper uh, nutritional things, that is provide balanced diet which is rich in protein, vitamin, minerals, and all the items should be balanced to be balanced. It should be taken by the particular client. Then encourage the foods rich which in folic acid such as green leafy vegetables and legumes, etc. Then monitor growth parameters regularly like height, weight and midarm circumference, then that should be monitored regularly. That's growth monitoring is one of the important monitor. Then prevention of infection. So infection we have to prevent, maintain hygiene, then aseptic precautions to be followed when treating the patient, then educate the parents about the infection control at home. So in the home also they have to practice the infection control measures like hand washing, so using the sanitizers and then cleanliness of the home things, everything. So they have to follow in the home. Then ensure immunization. So immunization schedule should be followed properly. So for example, the hepatitis vaccine should be administered during the immunization schedule to the baby. Then identify early signs of infection and report to the authority immediately. Then growth and development care. So we have to monitor the growth and development of the baby. So how the baby is, the growth will be, is there any developmental delay, it should be treated properly. Then monitor the physical development and milestone of the children and identify delay early and refer appropriately. Encourage play, schooling and normal activities. We have to encourage the children to go for the normal activities. Normal activities for sending them the school, play therapy, all these they have to involve all these activities. Support body image concern in adolescents. Then psychological and community role. Here the nurses is taking the role of the psychological support, provide emotional support to the child and family members. They should not worry about that particular condition. So we are the nurses, we have to take up the message to the public, that is the thalassemia is one of the treatable disease. We can prevent this problem. So that we have to initiate to the public and the family members to be counsel properly, give the awareness. Then psychological support is one of the important things. So reduce the anxiety and related to frequent hospital visit. Then counsel the patient to cope up with chronic illness. Then encourage the family members to involvement in the proper care. So as madam said that the female child that they are not coming for the that is the initial diagnosis. So if we diagnose early, we can treat. So here we have to give up the message. So all the children to be that is go for the initial screening test, so that we can predict the problem immediately. So they will take a proper treatment. So everything there is a solution. Then pain management. If the baby or children affected with that is having the pain, so we have to assess the pain level and administer analgesics as per the physician's orders. Then use non-pharmacological methods like hot and cold application. Some of the home remedies we can. Then education and counseling. Here the health education is the important thing. So whenever we are seeing the patient or the family members, we are meeting them, so we have to counsel them particular things. Then the community also, we have to give orientation and awareness program conduct in the community area. So regarding this, what we have to say, understanding the disease condition, then treatment adherence, then iron management, then signs of complications, then genetic counseling to be given to the particular client. So here what are the nursing challenges? See here the nurses are taking the challenge like iron overloaded management. If the patient is having the frequent transfusion, then organ damage, so that will be managed. That is one of the challenge. Then transfusion risk is more, the complications are more. Then knowledge gap. See, we are the healthcare providers, the frontline health workers. We have to complete the knowledge gap. We have to give awareness. Then psychosocial burden is one of the challenge, and growth and nutrition. Then resource constraints are the challenges. Here nurse make the difference. So here we are the nurses. So we have to make a difference, like improve the quality of life, then promote awareness, then provide holistic care to the particular clients, then support preventions. So here, finally, I want to say that nurses are playing a crucial role in the comprehensive health care of children with thalassemia through skilled clinical care, patient detection, patient education, and emotional support. They are significantly improve the survival, reduce the complications, and enhance the quality of life affected children, their families. So, I want to conclude this. So, we are the healthcare providers. We are standing in the front line. We are standing in the front line. So, we have to make a team like a physician, that is starting from the physician, nurses, then paramedical, lab technician, pharmacist, physiotherapist, so occupational therapist, who are all involved in this team. So, we have to work together. We have to achieve these problems so that we have to prevent the problem successfully. Thank you, one another.